Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i zapraszam was na kolejny odcineczek z gry The Book on Unwritten Tales. Moi drodzy, rozpoczynamy rozdział 4, po raz kolejny wcielamy się w Eve i dotarliśmy na latający statek i latającą wyspę. Prawdopodobnie spotkamy się w końcu tutaj z Nate'em i będziemy mogli z nim porozmawiać o tym, że jesteśmy w ciąży. Ale moi drodzy, zanim rozpoczniemy rozgrywkę, chciałbym z wami troszeczkę porozmawiać. Wczoraj wróciłem z PGA, byłem co prawda tylko i wyłącznie jeden dzień, sobota, ale no zdecydowanie 3 dni, gdybym miał tam być, to bym się zanudził. Jeden dzień to jest akurat tak w sam raz. Ogólnie ktoś słusznie mi napisał w komentarzu, że cały event było można obejść w 3 godziny i jest to prawda. Jeżeli ktoś chciał sobie pograć w jakąś gierkę typu Gothic albo coś takiego, no to niestety musiałby stać w kolejce przez, nie wiem, z 40-50 minut, ponieważ te kolejki były naprawdę długie. Mnie szczerze powiedziawszy, aż tak mocno nie rajcują te gierki, żeby stać w nich w kolejce. Aczkolwiek jadąc na PGA miałem jeden zamierzony cel. Ogólnie każdy z nas ogląda pewnie jakichś let's playerów na YouTubie. Ja też mam swoich dwóch takich ulubionych, jest to Staszek i Greszkowski i Korle. Jak wygląda Staszek, kompletnie nie mam zielonego pojęcia, ale wiem za to jak wygląda Korle. I plan był taki, spotkać gdzieś Korle i jest duże prawdopodobieństwo, że Staszek akurat będzie z nim, bo wiedziałem, że oboje mają być na evencie. No i ogólnie chodziłem po tych wszystkich 5 halach, rozglądałem się, nikogo tak naprawdę nie spotkałem. W końcu stwierdziłem z kuzynem, że dobra, zawijamy na chatę, nie ma co tutaj dłużej robić, pojedziemy gdzieś na jakiś obiad i tak dalej, i tak dalej. No i kiedy już szliśmy do wyjścia, no to było tam jeszcze stanowisko CD Action, na którym był Arenda.du, cała jego redakcja i tak dalej, i tak dalej. Stwierdziłem, że kurde no, jechać na PGA i nie przywieźć sobie żadnej pamiątki to trochę lipa. Stwierdziłem, że zakupię sobie czasopismo retro, które było wydane właśnie przez CD Action. Poszedłem do takiego kiosku zapłacić za tą gazetkę, następnie poszedłem po podpis do Dark Archona i tak dalej, i tak dalej. I w pewnym momencie ktoś klepie mnie w plecy. Odwracam się i okazało się, że to była babeczka z kiosku i mówi do mnie tak, że transakcja została odrzucona, nie została zaakceptowana, czy jak zbiorę podpisy, czy mógłbym wrócić ponownie, zapłacić za gazetę. Powiedziałem jej, że nie ma żadnego problemu. No dobra, miałem już wszystkie autografy całej redakcji, cofnąłem się z powrotem do kiosku, żeby zapłacić ponownie za gazetkę, cofam się do kuzyna, który gdzieś tam na mnie czekał, patrzę, stoi Korle. No i przybiłem mu piąteczkę, pytam się go, gdzie jest Staszek. On tak się na mnie spojrzał i mówi, wiesz, Staszek był tutaj wczoraj, on raczej jest tutaj incognito. A za nim stał jakiś taki chłopak w okularkach, taki dosyć niski, zaczął się śmiać i mówi, no, zresztą on jest zawsze incognito, więc no nie wiem, czy to był Staszek, czy nie, raczej nie, ponieważ głos miał inny, ale cieszę się, że udało mi się przybić z Korle piątkę, podpisał mi się również na gazetce, mam jakąś pamiątkę? Mam. A teraz, moi drodzy, ja już nie przedłużam, kontynuujmy. Co my tutaj mamy? Spójrz na stokrotkę.
Buttercup bravely fought her way through the winds on the way here. Now she's exhausted. She's earned a little downtime.
No dobra, stokrotka niech sobie odpoczywa, ale ogólnie zobaczcie jaki to jest zbieg okoliczności. Gdyby transakcja za gazetkę przeszła za pierwszym razem, to nie spotkałbym Korle, a to, że transakcja została odrzucona i musiałem ponownie iść za nią zapłacić, no to spotkałem Korle. Nie wiem, najwidoczniej tak miało być. Spójrz na patelnię.
A pretty battered pan. Looks like it survived an explosion.
I patelnia trafia do mojego ekwipunku.
There are crusty bits of salt left inside there.
Okej, mamy patelnię z solą. Jest to prawdopodobnie ta sama patelnia, którą zdobyliśmy Nate'em.
What's going on there then?
Furthermore, you stole the prosecutor's fares, beat him unconscious, and damaged part of the island with magic.
We didn't beat that stupid monkey unconscious. He knocked himself out.
Silence in court! The defendant may only speak when asked to do so. And don't call the prosecutor a monkey.
May I inquire what's going on here?
Ivo?
Lovely to see you again, critter.
Fat? Who's fat?
Oh, shut the grog up! This is a trial, not a bloody circus.
Zapytam raz jeszcze, co tu się dzieje?
Let me ask again. What's going on here?
Critter and I were arrested for no reason whatsoever.
I wasn't talking to you.
Idiots. Those two tried to steal my magic lamp, and they damaged the island. They also abused my friendship, and wanted to leave me here on my own. like everyone else.
The ugly one's renowned for it.
Aye, enough. Those two will be judged fairly and squarely.
Then I demand a lawyer.
Silence in court, you spawny wazzock.
Jesteś czerwonym piratem, jak miewam.
The Red Pirate, I presume.
You've heard of me.
Nate's mentioned you several times.
Only bad things, I hope.
Mainly that you sent the bounty hunter after him because you wanted your ship back.
The Mary is not his ship. I won it from him fair and square.
You cheated.
Of course. I just cheated better than you. Fair and square.
Silence in court, you spawny wazzock. And that's contempt of court.
Szukam wyroczni.
Apparently there's a near-omniscient oracle on this island.
That's right, but people who aren't from here usually talk to him through mirrors.
Just guessing, but is it in that round building over there?
That's right and all. And you're not here because you want to steal from me. Or to rescue your friends.
No, definitely not.
We don't even want to be rescued.
Bawcie się chłopcami.
You boys just carry on playing on your own.
Now listen here, young lady. This is a matter of death. Or a more painful, slower death.
Come on, Ivo. I can barely feel my hands anymore.
Don't you dare! You left without so much as a word, you human!
Perhaps you'd like to be the prosecutor instead, me dear?
What is that?
Oh, that! It's not what it looks like.
Not what it... Have you swallowed a watermelon?
All right, I'm pregnant. But I have not...
No sooner am I gone than you're all over the next guy that comes along.
I haven't been all over anyone. And you just scarpered off.
But just because... I'm not pregnant!
Just leave me alone, Nate Bonnet. I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Quiet! Defendants are only allowed to cry out in despair when required.
Okej. Czyli Nate nie przyznaje się do tego, że zrobił nam dziecko.
He didn't even hear me out. He simply disappears, he gets involved with some dodgy deal or other, and then he tries to make me feel guilty. Nate talked a lot about his old nemesis, the Red Pirate. One of Old Red's bounty hunters must have got hold of him. I mean, not even Nate would be stupid enough to come here of his own free will.
Mogę za to porozmawiać z czerwonym piratem. Spójrz na małpę.
The prosecutor would appear to be a bit out of his depth with the trial. At least he doesn't give me the impression of being particularly professional. I'm not cross with Critter. He did disappear without a word like Nate, but he belongs to Nate. Where Nate is where you'll find Critter. For example, in the stocks in a trial.
No dobra.
Excuse me, Your Honor, Judge?
Yes.
Jesteś sędzią i oszukiwałeś w karty.
A judge cheating at cards? Tut tut.
That's not true. Pirate poker is a dice game. And, I don't cheat. In the past, maybe. But this is the new Tuga Tour. It's all about law and order now.
Jakie są stawki w pirackim pokerze?
In pirate poker, you play for high stakes, right? I mean, if we play and I win, then you owe me something, right?
Theoretically. In reality, however, I will win. And you will owe me something.
What, for example?
If I win, then you have to stay on Tuga Tour for a year and keep me company.
Ugh. And what if I win?
How about...
Your best friend's life?
No, I'd prefer something real I can hold on to.
An elegant pirate outfit. Clothes and a hat and all the trimmings.
That sounds good. Agreed.
No dobra, czyli co? Rozumiem, że będziemy grali w pirackiego pokera, tak? W porządku. Wyjaśnij mi zasady pirackiego pokera.
So what are the rules?
The easiest way to explain it is by playing a practice round. We each have got a cup with 5 dice. The dice have the numbers 1 to 5 on them. The 6th side is a star that can be any number, like a joker. Roll.
But this is just a practice game, right?
Aye, this game doesn't count.
No dobra.
Like in normal poker dice, you can throw a pair, 2 pairs, 3 of a kind, a full house, a straight and so on.
Okay, got it.
I've got a full house. Do you believe me?
Of course not. You're a pirate.
Not so fast. If I lift up my cup and I haven't lied, you've lost. So think about it. Am I telling the truth?
Czyli gościu mówi, że ma fulla, tak? Czyli by musiał mieć, powiedzmy, 2 trójki i 3 czwórki. My mamy tak naprawdę 2 pary, bo mamy 2 trójki i 2 czwórki. Czy gościu był w stanie za pierwszym razem wyrzucić fulla? Jakoś mu nie wierzę.
You're lying.
Bad luck, I wasn't lying. You would have lost, but let's just pretend that didn't happen. Now you have to tell me what you've rolled. You can tell me the truth or lie. The most important thing is you say something higher than me. You can also pick up any number of dice and roll them again, just once, before you tell me what you've got on the table. So, put the dice in the cup and roll again, or tell me what you've got. What's it gonna be?
Czyli mogę sobie dowolne kostki wrzucić, tak? Teoretycznie bym mógł wyrzucić jeszcze raz tą jedynką. Może wylosuję 3 albo 4 i też będę miał fulla. O, mamy fulla. No dobra. Świetnie, bo gwiazdka jest jokerem, czyli może być na przykład 4. Czyli mamy... no mamy fulla. Aha, i teraz wybieram, że mogę skłamać, tak?
4 of a kind.
I believe you. Got 5 of a kind. Do you believe me?
Nie wierzę.
I wasn't lying. So sadly, you lose, princess.
That was just a test round. I'll win when it's for real.
See those stones? You get 1 for each round you win. The first to have 3 is the winner. Ready to roll?
Zagrajmy.
Fancy a game of pirate poker?
Always.
Co uda nam się wylosować?
I've got 4 of a kind. Do you believe me?
Nie wierzę mu, że ma 4. My mamy tak naprawdę 2 parki.
You're lying.
Oh, you lost. Next game.
Mamy fulla. Świetnie.
That's a full house.
You're lying.
That makes me the winner, I'd say.
Three of a kind. Do you believe me?
On mówi, że ma trójkę. Może mówić prawdę, ale my też mamy trójkę. Możemy mieć trójkę czwórek.
I believe you.
All right then. Roll again or tell me what you've got.
Dobra, ja sobie rzucę jeszcze raz tym i tym. Haha, mamy fulla.
That's a full house.
You're lying.
Hey, I win again, right?
Nie jest to trudna gierka. Co my mamy? Mamy czwórkę dwójek.
Four of a kind.
You're lying.
Tell me, if I've got 3 stones and you've got none, what does that mean again?
You've cheated.
I didn't. And if you don't want anyone finding out about our little game, I wouldn't make a big fuss about it.
But, oh.
My winnings? Thanks. It was a pleasure.
No i świetnie, udało nam się wygrać z czerwonym piratem. Nie mylić z czerwonym pingwinem. Mamy załóż kostium pirata. Możemy się przebierać w dowolnym momencie. No dobra, tamten strój powiedzmy, że mi się znudził na chwilę obecną i będziemy przebrani za pirata. Co nie znaczy, że dołączyłem do jego ekipy. Spójrz na tablicę.
Pictures of ships, pictures of women with malfunctioning clothes, and a petition. Nothing much of interest here.
Może w tym stroju... O, mogę wziąć linę. Może w tym stroju nie będzie aż tak mocno widać mojego brzuszka.
A rope. I bet it's good quality. Pirates know about that sort of thing.
Weź linę. Spójrz na rzeźbę. Ogólnie te rzeźby...
No pirates to be seen. Just these stone figures everywhere. There are no traces of any tool marks on them. The surfaces are too perfect. I don't like the look of this.
No nie podobają mi się te rzeźby. Wyglądają jakby zwykłych ludzi zalali betonem. Spójrz na sklep.
A rag shop. I really don't like fussy clothes like the ones Mother always tried to make me wear, but I couldn't go this far. There must be some kind of middle ground, surely.
Może coś będziemy mogli z tego miejsca zabrać, tak? Spójrz na sklep. Jest jakaś beczka z czymś, ale no nie jest interaktywna. Spójrz na budynek.
Headscarves for bald pirates, swashbuckling patches, ripped rope for a belt. No. Wait a minute, what's this? A hook could come in handy.
Czyli jednak jakiś hak wzięliśmy. Świetnie. Czyli obstawiam, że hak musimy połączyć z liną.
I should be able to attach the hook to the rope. Right, that'll hold.
I dzięki temu prawdopodobnie będziemy mogli się gdzieś wdrapać. Idź do przystani. Spójrz na drzwi. Czy ja w ogóle będę mógł wejść do tego baru?
The door's locked.
Drzwi są zamknięte. No dobra. Spójrz na koryto z wodą.
The little bit of water remaining in the trough looks very dirty, like a pig's been wallowing in it.
It was me!
Then I'll leave it to you for the punchline. Pirates don't have much of an eye for beauty. They are, however, very practical. Everything that pirates might want is growing here, from potatoes to hemp plants.
Dobra, mamy tutaj ten okrągły budynek, w którym prawdopodobnie znajduje się wyrocznia, A my w sumie tak naprawdę przybyliśmy tutaj, żeby z nią porozmawiać. Spójrz na materiał.
Something round under a cloth. It's moving. I wonder what's under that cloth there.
It's the horror. The horror.
Old Red won't spill the beans. Guards that thing as if it was his biggest treasure.
A deserted island that should be swarming with pirates. A few stone statues. The only survivor is a collector of magical artifacts, hiding something the size of a head under a cloth. Let me guess. The head of Medusa?
Aye, she's dreadful.
I knew that. I was just testing you.
Spójrz na głowę meduzy.
The head of Medusa is a dangerous weapon. Whole armies were stopped with it. I'd feel much happier if it wasn't in the ownership of an unstable pirate.
Porozmawiaj z czerwonym piratem.
His honor has to concentrate on his trial. I bet.
Czyli brak nowych opcji dialogowych. No dobra.
A house with no corners. Got to be it.
Wejdźmy zatem na górę. No bo widzę, że tutaj mamy jakiś panel, tak? Spójrz na urządzenie, spójrz na włas.
So that's, if one... no. Haven't got a clue what that is. So, if, a hatch in the wall. Nothing.
Wow! To jest coś na zasadzie jednorękiego bandyty. Mamy symbol butelki, mamy jakieś dwie nerki i coś jeszcze, papier toaletowy.
A bottle, something like potato crisps and toilet paper? The stuff seems to consist practically of just water, sugar and colouring. And now do I have to actually go and get hold of all this stuff just to get in there? Ugh, my feet hurt. It's too hot in here and I've just had a row with... Woe betide you if your information is not...
Czyli tak, potrzebujemy wody, potrzebujemy chipsów, bądź jakiś nerek, może orzeszków i papier toaletowy. Mamy butelkę, mamy kubkę soli, mamy patelnię. Gdyby udało mi się zdobyć ziemniaki, to mógłbym teoretycznie upiec... A, jeszcze olej bym potrzebował, żeby zrobić frytki. No dobra. W każdym bądź razie wiem, gdzie jest źródło wody. Tutaj, w korycie. Więc wybierzmy sobie butelkę i napełnijmy ją.
Right then, the bottle's full.
Czyli teoretycznie jeden ze składników już mamy. O, zabierz kilka roślin.
Potatoes for potato crisps. Well, it's a start. That should do.
Mamy pomarszczone ziemniaki. Ale jeszcze bym potrzebował noża, żeby je obrać i usmażyć na patelni. Posolić solą. Idź do przystani. Może w przystani coś znajdziemy. No, jakiś nóż by mi się przydał, zdecydowanie.
Haven't a clue what happened to the jetty. But I've got a pretty good idea who...
A może w jakiś sposób będziemy w stanie przejść na drugą stronę? Mamy przecież tą linę z hakiem. Nie wiem, czy chodzenie po linie to jest dobry pomysł, ale wejdź na pokład Mary. No, widzę, że Iwo jest odważna. O, jest nóż. Świetnie, będę mógł obrać ziemnioki.
Nate and Critter aren't great believers in order. Ship shapes not to be found here. During my first days on the Mary, I tidied up after them. I soon gave up on that.
Zatem spróbujmy to wykonać.
Okay, I'll cut the slices as thin as I possibly can.
Wypełnię patelnię krożkami z ziemniakami.
The thin potato slices get put into the pan, like this. I've left the skins on. That'll give extra flavour. As soon as I've got the cooked potato crisps, I'll be able to salt them. Doesn't make any sense to do it before.
Ale żeby usmażyć ziemniaki, potrzebowałbym jakiegoś źródła ognia.
That's Nate's lucky headscarf. He put it on during stormy weather. Critter and I used to poke fun at the fact that it was always a matter of luck every time he stepped behind the wheel.
Dobra, co prawda nie jest to papier toaletowy, ale no nie oszukujmy się, za pomocą takiej chusteczki też można sobie podetrzeć tyłek.
Buttercup's too tired to carry me any further. But I can't just steal the Mary. She and Nate are thick as thieves. She wouldn't obey me. After we defeated the Archwitch, we returned to the temple where we'd left Mary. We flew her to Seastone and Nate fired off 3 salute shots. There were only a few injured.
No dobra, spójrz na klatkę.
When I saw Nate for the first time, he was sitting in this very cage. The bounty hunter Mazaz had captured him. He managed to convince me that he was a capable captain able to help me. I thought he was brazen and pompous and clumsy and somehow also very sweet. I shouldn't have got involved with him. The heart's a poor counsellor when it comes to matters of love.
Spójrz na silnik parowy.
We didn't fly a direct route from Seastone to the Elf Burrow. We made detours and explored Avantasia. Once we spent 3 days and nights drifting over the ocean because Nate and Wilbur tried to give the engine a bit more power. It was wonderful. The peace, the sea, the moonlight, and the 2 engineers making things worse each day.
Mogę zejść w dół. No i dobra, dotarliśmy do...
Princess Ivo? What are you doing here?
Hello, Mary.
Are you here to break Captain Nate's heart again?
Did he tell you that? He left me, just like that.
But that's just ridiculous. He loves you. He left the ship full of hope, and 30 minutes later he returned a different man. You said no, didn't you?
Panienko Mary, spójrz, widzisz ten bębenek, który tutaj mamy? To jest sprawka Nate'a.
He was going to propose to me that night?
He had a ring and got himself a fine suit from the wardrobe. Yes, a proposal with all the bells and whistles. He was so nervous. He'd practiced the whole day, asked me what I thought at least 100 times.
He didn't ask me once.
He didn't? I was convinced that our sudden departure was down to your refusing him. I said some horrible things about you. But Captain Nate wouldn't stand for it. When he left the cabin carrying the ring, that was the last time I saw him truly happy.
Zostawił mnie tak po prostu?
He just disappeared without a word. And I never got a marriage proposal.
But something must have happened. Otherwise, why would he have just left like that?
I woke up and wanted to go to him, but Mother told me that Nate had disappeared in the middle of the night with no explanation. I was sure that it was just a misunderstanding and that he'd come back, but he didn't.
Oh, sweetie, that is simply dreadful.
I was distraught, then angry, and after a while I started blaming myself. I'm a modern elf princess. Why am I acting like some silly little girl just because a bloke's left me?
Co sprowadza was na Tugator?
Why did you come to Tugator?
Captain Nate made a deal with a little bounty hunter in Bonzing. A gnome, I think. I hardly believed it when he gave me the course, but he said it was important. The most important thing in the world.
A wretched magic lamp was the most important thing to him, huh?
When Tugator appeared on the horizon, Nate let the bounty hunter put him in chains. Just like I was put in chains by the Red Pirate when we eventually reached the island. The next day, I felt the chain release itself. There was lots of shouting and noise, and ever since, I've wondered what was going on.
And then I came down the stairs.
Exactly. The princess who had given my captain so much heartache. Well, that's what I thought, at least.
Niezależnie od powodu, Nate nie powinien był tak mnie zostawiać.
Whatever the reason for him running, he shouldn't have just turned his back on me without explanation.
Not that I wish to defend him, but do you think he might have got cold feet because of your child? Oh, congratulations, by the way.
Oh, it's not his child.
What? You lying harlot! Go all doe-eyed at my Captain Nate and then go whoring around with someone else? And here's me, gullible Gertie, almost falling for your lies. Well, just you wait.
That's the same reaction Nate had. I have never and would never cheat on him. My pregnancy's a bit of a mystery to me as well. But hey, thanks for your support.
Okej, chyba się z Mary troszeczkę nie polubiliśmy.
Mary's just like Nate. She jumps to the wrong conclusion and doesn't even give me a chance to explain myself. It's so unfair. Chaos wherever you look. Nate is and always will be a pirate. Nothing's gonna change that.
Może będą tu jakieś elementy, które będę mógł zabrać do ekwipunku.
We had a lot of fun with this wardrobe. Or more precisely with the costumes in it. We had fashion shows every evening. Wilbur and Critter looked hilarious. Ah, happy times. I'm not gonna poke around the wardrobe. Too many memories.
Okej. Spójrz na lustro.
Nate always insisted he hadn't got rid of the Red Pirate's dressing table because it wouldn't fit through the hatch. However, my theory is he'd missed the mirror.
Ale mogłaby chociaż skomentować w jakiś sposób swój nowy wygląd, nie? O, worek cukru.
Critter puts huge quantities of sugar in his tea. He gets that from Nate. Neither of them understand the rationale behind drinking tea. One heats water, puts tea into it, and then pretends that it tastes. Sugar and milk are just an interference. A good handful. That should do.
A my cukier potrzebujemy, nie?
A ridiculous amount of sugar. Basis of many drinks.
Mamy butelkę z wodą i cukrem. Spójrz na piecyk.
There's a whole heap of coal glowing in the oven. Perhaps not enough to give Mary some steam, but certainly enough to grill half a pig with strawberry jam and pickled gherkins. Did I really just say that?
A tak się składa, że my mamy patelnię z ziemniakami. Musimy je w jakiś sposób upiec, więc...
The potatoes would just burn and shrivel in the pan. Do I really want that?
A może muszę trochę wody dolać? No nie. Potrzebowałbym chyba jakiegoś oleju, tak mi się przynajmniej wydaje, no. Na logikę to wziąć. Tu są jakieś butelki. Bo wodą tego zalać nie mogę. Może coś na górze jeszcze znajdziemy. Spójrz na garnek.
A sticky-looking pot with, some sort of... We don't have any machines in the Elf Burrow, but Wilbur told me about how he was responsible for oiling and greasing all the machinery in the gnome hole. I imagine the stuff in this pot is the same sort of thing.
O, dobra, mamy tłuszcz.
fat is used for cooking, but this? Whatever.
No, wiedziałem, że coś znajdziemy na górze. Co prawda nie jest to olej, bo teoretycznie chipsy, frytki i tak dalej powinno się robić na głębokim oleju, a nie jakimś tam tłuszczu zwierzęcym czy cokolwiek. Ale powiedzmy, że zrobimy sobie smażony...
Ivo,
What?
perhaps I've been a bit quick to judge.
Perhaps.
If you tell me that you didn't cheat on Nate, then of course I believe you.
Thanks.
But if it is his child, then you have to tell him.
That's all a bit complicated.
We'll manage, I'm sure. Isn't it exciting? We're having a baby!
No na pewno powiemy o tym Nate'owi, kiedy uda nam się go uwolnić.
Mary,
Yeah?
Nate i zwierzak stanęli przed sądem.
Nate and Critter are on trial and the Red Pirate is the judge.
A trial? Now there's a first for Tugator.
This place is nothing like how Nate always described it.
In his defense, he probably never bargained on you seeing this island with your own eyes.
Jesteś gotowa na akcję?
Everything all right? You ready for action?
I will take my captain and his guests anywhere he asks me to.
Understood. No cruise without the great Captain Nate. Bye, Mary.
Goodbye.
No dobra. Mamy te pyry, więc usmażmy je. Jak wy mówicie, ziemniaki, pyry czy kartofle? Pyry to po poznańsku, a że ja jestem z Wielkopolski, to no też mówię pyry.
Right. High heat, boiling fat and thin potato slices. Should work. Oh, yes, I can smell it already. Done. If I didn't know it was just my hormones talking, I could easily eat those.
No i świetnie, mamy chipsy. Troszeczkę soli.
Now to add the crowning glory to the crisps. Salt. Ready.
No i bingo. Wydaje mi się, że mamy wszystkie elementy, żeby dostać się do wyroczni. Jeszcze raz sprawdzę, czy będę mógł porozmawiać z Nate'em, ale chyba nie.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
O co chodzi z tymi symbolami na włazie przy obserwatorium?
Those three signs above the hatch on the observatory.
They signify offerings. If you want to ask the oracle about the weather before a long journey, for example, you place the things the oracle wants in the hatch, and then you're given an audience with him.
Yeah, that's what I imagined.
Skąd mam wziąć dary dla wyroczni?
The oracle wants some unusual things.
Oh, that's often the case. It's a strange being, and quite unabashed. We wanted to ban it from the island, but every time we tried, it prophesied what dreadful consequences that would have, and so we left it be.
Where do I get the things from?
All the shops are closed. There was a kind of accident, and the inhabitants of the island are temporarily out of town. I keep an eye on their things as their trustworthy and reliable leader, so don't even think about stealing it.
Wouldn't dream of it.
No akurat tak się składa, że my wszystkie przedmioty mamy już zdobyte. Jak idzie proces?
How's the trial going?
Marvelously. The accused is caught up in a web of contradictions.
This whole thing is ridiculous, and I'm innocent.
You see?
Why are you having this trial in the first place? I didn't realize things were quite so formal with pirates.
Aye, it's a new wind blowing on Tugato. No more impulse punishments. Law and order now rules. So it's safe for anyone to come back to the island.
The other pirates all mutinied and left, and now he's making out he's some kind of considerate leader.
Silence in court, you spawny wazzock.
I think I've interrupted the court proceedings long enough.
True. Now, where was I?
Okej, mamy wszystkie przedmioty. Mam nadzieję, że te dary, które udało mi się zdobyć i wytworzyć, wystarczą do tego, aby dostać się do środka.
Perhaps that's enough already?
No i mam nadzieję, że ta szczęśliwa bandana Nate'a będzie mogła posłużyć jako papier toaletowy.
Nope, not enough.
O, czyli ja coś jeszcze muszę tutaj dodać, tak? Butelka ze słodką wodą.
It appears that I have to get hold of a bottle of this strange energy drink. A few strange offering. Enjoy.
Ziemniaki mamy odznaczone.
That's Nate's favourite headscarf. I couldn't, could I? Have fun with it.
Papier toaletowy też mamy odznaczony, więc jeszcze w jakiś sposób musimy tą butelkę ulepszyć. Ale co miałbym do niej dodać, żeby był to napój energetyczny? Być może jakiś alkohol albo coś.
His honour has to concentrate on his...
Albo jakąś roślinkę. Albo kawę. Chyba że jeszcze coś na statku znajdę. No bo sama butelka ze słodką wodą tutaj nie wystarczy. Więc może faktycznie ja muszę coś do tej butelki jeszcze dosypać, być może jakiś proszek albo kawę, co spowoduje, że wyrocznia ożyje. W sensie, no, będzie miała więcej energii.
I've got nothing to say right now.
Jedyne co mogę tutaj zrobić, to spojrzeć na lustro.
Nate always insisted he hadn't got rid of the Red Pirate's dressing table because it wouldn't fit through the hatch. However, my theory...
Okej. Rozejrzyjmy się zatem dokładnie. Ale widzę, że nie ma tutaj żadnych punktów interaktywnych. Wiecie, gdyby udało mi się wejść do baru, no to tam jakieś trunki były, tak?
I don't know what happened to... Perhaps...
Ale bar jest zdecydowanie zamknięty. A małpki poprosić o to, żeby coś tam dosypała, to raczej nie będę w stanie. O, ślimak.
Strange. Why are water snails stuck to the jetty here? Perhaps they thought it's a jetty, and every jetty must have snails, whether it's standing in water or hanging in midair. I know these snails. They're called purple snails. They emit a smelly substance to defend themselves, which turns purple in air. It's used as a dye for colouring things.
O,
I'm not sure what sort of colouring should go into one of these energy drinks, but what's to say that purple...
Czyli my będziemy zabarwiać wodę, żeby...
Your defense strategy doesn't work too well now, does it? Whoa, relax, little guy. I've got what I need. The coloring's going in the bottle.
No i mamy napój energetyczny, teoretycznie. Praktycznie no jest to zwykła, po prostu słodka woda.
All right then, open sesame. Are you taking the piss? I'm gonna do cool and you can it up your you I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be getting so excited. Let's try that once again. If you don't open this door this instant, I will personally ensure that this building is smashed onto the rocks 3,000 meters below us. Then I will set fire to everything on this island and allow the island to crush your broken body. And after that, I'll get angry. I see we understand each other.
O, ostro potraktowała wyrocznie. No ale cóż się dziwić, że się poirytowała.
Don't go into the attic, oh, you stupid cow! Oh, yes, strawberry tart. Don't go there, honey. He's only gonna cheat on you.
So you are this oracle?
Good guess, Princess Ivo. You're much shorter in real life.
No powiem tak, nie takiego widoku się spodziewałem. Myślałem, że to będzie, wiecie, jakaś taka staruszka na fotelu i tak dalej, ale żeby to było coś, co wygląda jak mózg z oczami? No bez kitu. Co to za bzdura z tymi darami?
What's this about offerings? Do you think I'm going to be your errand girl?
Well, you already have been. I can't leave this room. I offer a valuable service, and someone has to do my shopping. No, not that door. Right!
So, the pirates have provided you with everything you need to survive?
Correct. But then the red pirate went crazy and scared them all off the island. That's why I have to make do with coloured sugar water and disgusting crisps.
You ate that?
I had to. I have needs, you know. Oh, yes, marry her without a prenup. That's a great idea.
Jaką rolę odgrywasz w tym wszystkim?
You told me in the elf burrow that I would come here, so you can see into the future. What's your game?
The mirrors show the future, or possible versions of the future.
Then why didn't you warn Wilbur or the Archmage what was going to happen?
How could I get their attention? Anyway, I only observe. I don't get involved. Oh, let him cry. He deserves it.
You're getting involved now.
But only because it's absolutely necessary. Oh, a boat! We're saved!
Mam tu ze sobą arcymaga, jak pewnie już wiesz.
I've got the frog. I mean the Archmage.
I saw the battle! Spectacular! That little girl and Wilbur's wand. You couldn't make it up.
Is there a way of changing Master Alistair back?
Oh, that's not so easy. He hasn't just been turned into a frog. He is a frog now. Oh, don't go, Johnny! She needs you!
But he can be changed back, can't he?
Perhaps. His consciousness and his soul are in another place. But there is still a weak bridge connecting him to this world.
So there is hope.
Yes, but just a vague one. You have to... Wallop! Right between the eyes! That had to hurt!
Jak pomóc arcymagowi?
How can we return the spirit of the Archmage to this world?
The Red Pirate has a magic compass. It always points in the direction of what you desire most. In the case of the Archmage, this is hopefully a way back. The Lost Book of the Dead explains how to summon a spirit back into this world. But without a spark of life, he would die as soon as he returned.
A magic compass, a lost book, and a spark of life. Doesn't sound like a walk in the park.
That's why I lured you here.
Oh no. Not him. No, 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 no.
You need them, Ivo. You won't manage this task without them.
Wiemy, gdzie jest kompas i iskra życia, ale gdzie szukać księgi?
You said that the Book of the Dead had disappeared. Are there any clues to where it is?
Well, it's in a place without mirrors. That much is clear. It was kept in the legendary desert city of Lorem Ipsum in the Umzu Desert. No more is known.
Lorem Ipsum. Now, where have I heard of that?
An ancient city that finally lost the battle against the sand.
I'll find it, and the Book of the Dead.
Sama bez problemu poradzę sobie z tymi 3 rzeczami.
I will get these 3 things and change the Archmage back. On my own.
No, you won't. I have seen a future in which you fail, Ivo. A future that you won't live to see.
Oh, but that's only one possible future.
True, but are you prepared to risk its occurrence just because Nate gets on your nerves?
Ha! He doesn't just get on my nerves.
I know, it's... What? That's never a valuable antique.
Dobrze, jeśli to absolutnie koniecznie, to wezmę tego kretyna i zwierzaka na hol.
Very well. I'll get both of them out of there.
It's not that easy. You're forgetting the head.
The head of Medusa.
I've seen it. Fortunately, just through my mirrors. It's terrible. If you try to rescue Nate and the critter with all guns blazing, the Red Pirate will unveil the head, and then no magic in the world can save you.
Got any suggestions?
You have to win the court hearing.
Would that not strike you as somewhat improbable with that judge?
Not with the right defense strategy. I haven't heard that one before.
Hello? Stick to the point.
Jak mam przekonać czerwonego pirata, że Nate jest niewinny?
How am I going to convince the Red Pirate of Nate's innocence? Considering the fact that I'm pretty certain that there's a case to answer on every single count.
Of course Nate did everything he's accused of. But was it his free will?
What do you mean?
Say someone is controlled by a voodoo curse and kills someone. Is he the murderer or the one controlling the doll? Ugh! Oh, I wouldn't eat that salad.
What have voodoo dolls got to do with Nate and the theft of the lamp?
Act as his defense lawyer and tell the Red Pirate that Nate was controlled by a higher power. The rest will follow of its own accord.
That's insane.
Trust me, I can see through all mirrors. And anyway, I love courtroom dramas.
Mogę ci ufać?
Oh, that's all well and good. The question is, can I trust you?
What kind of a question is that? No matter what I say, you still won't know.
Maybe you're just telling me these things because you're bored and want to create a bit of chaos.
There are always exciting things happening in this world. I just want it to stay that way.
What do you mean?
Turn the Archmage back to normal. He can tell you.
Okay, I'm just going to go now.
Shh! He's proposing to her.
Well, thanks for your help.
Czyli musimy uniewinnić Nate'a.
Excuse me, Your Honor,
Yes.
Chcę zostać obrońcą oskarżonego.
all defendants are entitled to a lawyer, are they not? I will be their lawyer.
Oh, really? Why not? Being the judge, I'm all for a fair trial. No one should be able to say, I sentenced them to death unjustly.
I don't know if I want to be represented by her.
Shut up, Nate. The accused is only allowed to talk when their lawyer tells them to.
Well, what do you have to say in their defense?
To kretyn wysoki sądzie. To człowiek na wskroś zły wysoki sądzie. Za jego czyny odpowiada siła wyższa wysoki sądzie.
He is not responsible for his actions. He's being controlled by a higher power.
Oh, the voodoo doll defense.
Not at all. There is a higher power which controls him and all of us, I think.
Oh, yes.
Indeed. Behold the water jug.
Przesuń dzban.
Nah, that was the win.
No, that was the higher power.
If so, then it could get that coconut down from that tree. That is impossible.
Indeed.
You, turn around. Now go ask your higher power how many fingers I'm holding up.
1 palec, 2 palce, 3 palce, 4 palce. Ile on tam ma palcy? Nie do końca widzę. Ale... no powiedziałbym, że 5 palcy, nie? Ale powiedzmy, że wybierzemy sobie coś po środku. Między 2 a 3. Dobra, 3.
It is 3 fingers.
That's witchcraft. Someone's watching me. They want to control me. And they want to drive me crazy. But they won't get me.
That was brilliant. How did you do that?
I don't know.
You mean there really is a higher power controlling everything?
That can't be. Oh, higher power! If you are really there, make a green unicorn appear. See? Just a figment of imagination.
All right then, release me.
Spójrz na Nate'a. Jak uwolnić Nate'a? Weź klucze.
Come on, critter.
Don't I even get a thank you?
I didn't ask for your help, and we would have managed fine on our own. Isn't that right, buddy? You see?
Masz rację, powinna była po prostu ci tam zostawić.
I could have just left you to rot in the stocks.
Maybe you should have. You're good at betraying your friends.
I have not betrayed anyone.
Critter, can you tell that person that the proof of her infidelity is clear enough for anyone to see?
Critter, tell this excuse of a pirate that I was not unfaithful to him. Even if I'd wanted to, I couldn't have been unfaithful to him. He left me.
Critter, tell her that I won't listen to this any longer.
Nate, it's about the Archmage and Wilbur.
What? What about them?
The Archmage has been cursed and Wilbur's wanted for murder.
That's nonsense. That little guy wouldn't hurt a fly.
We have to help them.
I can't. I can drop you off in Elfborough if you like.
That would be a start. The spark of life is there. My father has it.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Are you sure you'll be able to find the elf burrow? Right, someone's gonna have to go up to my father and ask him for the spark of life. Then we have to head off to find Lorem Ipsum. Hello?
I'm not going to help. That's your problem.
Well, I'm not over the moon about it either, but the Oracle did say that I needed friends in order to overcome the challenges that lie ahead of me.
Then I suggest you look for some. Farewell.
But you have to help me. I can't possibly meet Mother in this state. The gods only know what she'd do to me.
And quite rightly, too.
Oh yeah? Then why don't you tell him yourself that you're going to desert him?
The frog?
That's Archmage Alistair. Didn't you listen to anything I said? And what about Wilbur?
I'm sorry. I can't. Oi, Critter! Come on! Just look what she's done! Critter! Ah.
Critter! I knew that you wouldn't desert me. And that's good. Mother must under no circumstances see me like...
I was informed of your arrival, Ivo.
O, witaj, matko.
Oh, hello, Mother.
I've been worried, child.
Well, I'm so sorry about that. But perhaps you should have a lie down and we'll talk about everything in the morning.
What is the matter with you? Why don't you turn around?
To po prostu widok, uwielbiam ten widok.
I'm just so happy to be back home. I've missed this view.
Why on earth did you go running after that human? I told him that he was to keep away from you.
You did what?
What have you?
Well, I can explain.
Not necessary.
Helping her. Why should I? Just turns up and what the hell is taking so long? Critter, come on, it's time to go.
Ale Nate jest gburem. Bez kitu. Moi drodzy, w tym miejscu kończymy ten odcineczek. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobał. Dzięki wielkie za uwagę. Trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Hej!